Hello, and welcome back to Phantoms and Psychos. Happy Halloween. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Allie.
And we're joined with a special guest.
40 Open. How you guys doing over here today? My name is Blaine Maddox. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Brian. I'm the drummer.
I'm Aaron. I play bass.
Yep. And we're very excited to be on the show, be able to talk with you guys, and be able to as well talk with your followers about the song and as well as the Halloween theme that this is going to be.
Yes, we're going to be reading scary stories today.
Okay.
It's from Reddit, short scary stories.
Yeah.
I will kick it off. So this was posted by user Sleepy Hollow, titled A Curious Ad Campaign. It was a very effective ad campaign. It went up overnight on a big billboard across Highway 17. Whatever had been there before, I think an ad for some fireworks store, had been papered over. Spray painted in red were the words, "Coming soon, Halloween 2007. To the left of the writing was a mannequin dressed as a bloodied high school girl, hanging from a noose. Everybody who drove by, which to say most of the inhabitants of our podunk little town, had a lot to say about it. Some thought it was a great trick and a sign of something interesting coming to town for once. Maybe a Halloween carnival? Perhaps somebody was planning on setting up a haunted house? Other people thought it was tasteless and offensive. Few people went down to the police station to complain to the sheriff, who shrugged his shoulders and claimed he couldn't do anything, as always. As days went by, our excitement grew. It was with heightened anticipation that we all greeted Halloween. Parents clung to their kids tightly during trick-or-treating. Neighborhood kids rode around town on their bicycles, each one hoping to be the first to discover the grand trick that was coming our way. And nothing happened. And all of us went to bed a little disappointed and a little relieved. It wasn't until... What?
Was it an actual body?
You're supposed to listen to the story.
You know I'm bad at that.
Yeah. It wasn't until the next morning I drove my truck down the road and saw the billboard that we understood. Hanging on the billboard were 4 more mannequins. Except these weren't mannequins at all. I spotted 4 classmates. Bill, Tommy, Krista, Evelyn, their bodies bloody, swaying in the breeze. The police confirmed that they were dead when they pulled them down. They also confirmed that they never had a mannequin hanging from the billboard. What we at first thought was the mannequin was identified as a missing high schooler from another state. Autopsies confirmed that all 5 victims have died from strangulation. They've been hung there, still alive, praying for help, never finding it. We never did find out who killed those 5 people. To this day, our town whispers about who it could have been and whether or not they'll ever be caught. So yeah, I guess you could say the billboard successfully caught our attention. If only we'd realized at the time it wasn't an ad, but a threat. Spooky, scary.
I feel like it's a little cliche and you can see the ending coming.
You really could. So what do you guys think of the story?
I thought it twisted, man.
Twisted, yeah.
Scary part of that is that shit happens somewhere, somehow, right? No?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff happens, man. Like, kids get taken and tortured and hung and stuff.
Halloween decorations are actually not Halloween decorations, but something more sinister.
Well,
We would never know, right? I mean, in all honesty.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're up close, you're not gonna know.
Yeah, you're not going to realize. Who actually knows what a dead body looks like other than like a serial killer?
Exactly.
Please.
So Halloween.
Police.
How would you like?
Police blood, yeah, for sure.
Everybody just glossed over police, doctors, nurses.
Morticians.
Yeah. Okay, so the user who posted this story is, "Oh, wouldn't it be nice?" What a name to be writing a scary story.
Definitely.
Okay, working at a haunted house. Working at a haunted house is one of the best side gigs around. You scare people for money. Not much money, but enough to fuel a small hobby. Anyway, the hours are nice if you're a night owl like me. One of the best parts they don't tell you about is your coworkers. They might as well order staff shirts and say, "We are the weirdos, mister." They are the best weirdos you can ever hope to meet. There is a place for social rejects, and it is your local haunted house. Last Friday was busy. People running, screaming, and on occasion crawling through the haunt. We had reviewers in the building and the energy was high. My room is a jump scare featuring a coffin and misdirection. My coworker and I are scaring them right and left. A new group enters. They are falling down on one another like dominoes. A scary nun starts following behind the group. They are laughing and giggling and I cackle too and reset. The actor playing the nun stops and stares at me and twists their hands around the corner of the post before disappearing entirely. only stopping to give me a hand signal before slinking beyond the corner. Later that night, as we were all chowing down on cold pizza, we were recalling all the best scares of the night. Masks are off and makeup has been roughly scrubbed away. We are just shooting the shit, and the topic of the group that kept falling came up. I asked, who was it that was in the nun costume? Mindlessly chewing the $5 worth of pizza flavored rubber. My coworkers look at me through squint eyes. What nun costume? We don't have a nun costume. Then who or what did I see? Spooky, but not really. I guess. Kind of spooky.
It was kind of chilling until like the ending was just kind of like, oh, we don't have a nun. Like, what did I see that day? And it's like, okay, but, like it was so little to an end.
Yeah, another person in a costume. Yeah.
I think if you were to actually experience that, it'd be like 10 times more scary than hearing about it.
Spooky.
Yeah. Or, you know, not scared of nothing, you know, whatever.
I mean,
Question: do any of y'all believe in ghosts?
I do. I don't know. I haven't really had any like.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to not believe when you've seen them.
yeah.
Have any stories you want to share?
Yeah, so my mom, she lives in a house that was built in 1881, and my sister had an imaginary friend. You know how the cliche stories are, like, who you talking to? So-and-so, like, oh, who the hell is so-and-so? No, the kid's name is Kobe. Well, after that encounter with my little sister and my mom, we went into the house to clean it out, and we found an old piece of homework that had the name Kobe written on top of it. I mean, that was kind of, you know, a little more than coincidental to me. You know, there's no way I would deem that as a coincidence. And
Right.
my little brother, who actually became a Marine yesterday night,
Logan. I know you don't know Logan, but
yeah, he had a run-in with a little ghost, he said, and Logan's he doesn't believe in anything paranormal. He's always thought it was a bunch of BS and didn't really care about any of it. He apparently saw a ghost and cried, and Logan doesn't cry much either, so I don't know. I mean, I'd like to believe in ghosts, like I'd like to believe in aliens. Can I prove it? No, but I'd like to believe it, yeah.
So you believe in aliens as well?
Oh, yeah, dude, aliens are here.
Everyone? Okay.
Yeah.
Like aliens, most people should anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
I would
universe is for it to just be us.
situation to happen with an alien. Like,
If
you know what I mean? Like, if an alien approached me, like, you know what? That's all I needed to know. I'm fine if this alien kills me. At least I got to know.
Yeah, you know,
I don't know if I took it that far. But
I don't know. I wouldn't mind dying that way. You know, as long as I get to see
We're not
extraterrestrial.
Ideal death.
well, by the way, I feel like we've come off very cynical so far.
Oh, not. It's Halloween, man.
Oh.
Let's No, I've never used a Ouija board.
You've never used a Ouija board, like ever? Like in your
Oh,
life? Yeah?
Oh, I have a story. I was hanging out at my friend's house, whatever. Like a few of us all got together and stuff, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and someone decided we're all gonna play with the Ouija board, and so it happened, and like nothing creepy happens during the Ouija board thing, right? But we put the game up, and my girlfriend went down the hall at some point to go to the bathroom. Like everyone's already going to bed and stuff. She comes back down the hall, and she kind of like walks to me really quickly out of nowhere, and like jumps onto the couch, and I'm like, what happened? And she's like, did we close up the Ouija board game correctly? And I was like, you know what? I think we just like stopped playing it. And then she's like, well, that explains the person I just saw in the hallway. And then that was it. She just said that. And then she's like, I'm going to go to bed.
I mean, same reaction.
How would... No, I would be like, yeah, I'm not going to be in this house anymore.
I'm the person who walked into my dining room, saw a ghost sitting there, and just walked away. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, not dealing with that right now.
Yeah, no.
I am not in the mood right now, Deborah.
I can't.
Stop it. You ruined my whole night. Now I just have to go back in my room.
Because, like, I was the only one in the house, too. I'm just like, not dealing with it right now.
You're like, man, I really was looking for those Fritos, but I guess never mind. I'll just not eat them, I guess. I don't want to go in there.
Walk through the house with my hands up, ready to duke it out.
Dude, I do that at your house, too.
Which is irrational because punching a ghost, I really don't think would do much.
But, I mean, it seems safer than just walking with your arms down.
Yeah,
That's
it's
something,
a
right?
defense mechanism, but like I need like a vacuum.
Dude, I swear.
I need like a vacuum backpack to walk in.
You bust into your house like Ghostbusters and just do it. Just get it done with.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, even if ghosts are real or not, who's to say they're bad? You know?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
Like would that still be a crime to hurt a friendly ghost that's done nothing to you?
Like a Casper situation?
Yeah, is that a hate crime to hurt a ghost?
Hate crime.
They're not living. I mean,
It was
hurt them?
that's a hate crime.
Because it's a ghost.
Yes,
That's
a hate.
No, if not, they're not living, would it hurt them? What? A ghost, if they're not living, would they get hurt by anything?
I mean, you
I
can
don't know. I mean, okay.
take them out basically, but you're not going to fully get rid of them.
No, let's not.
If we're gonna get, well, hold on.
We're not gonna go there.
Hold on. Wait. If life is energy, ghosts. What are ghosts? You know, are they energy? Are ghosts?
Energy.
Yeah, spiritual entity. I'd assume it's basically energy, right?
Yeah, I think a ghost is pure energy, right?
No physical
So
form.
that would make them alive, in a sense, spiritually.
It's stuck in between two realms.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, they're dead. They're physically dead, but their soul's still there. But then again, that goes back
Okay,
to when
well, hold on.
if
If you found a dead dog on the side of the road and started kicking it, would that be animal abuse?
Maybe.
I
That would just be really, that would just be really weird.
it's just not cool, but I mean, I guess it's not illegal.
That's not illegal?
No, it's already dead. I mean, I guess that's the
As
point.
long as you didn't kill it, it should be fine, right?
Chasing geese.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I got the cops calling me for chasing geese freshman year in high school.
We did want to ask you like some questions about your band and your songs. What's the new song called?
Now it's gone.
Okay.
It's gone.
Like, now, comma, it's gone. Don't forget the comma.
Okay.
Oh,
Very
Is
important.
it? Wait, you didn't put the comma in the middle?
Wait, I thought the song was in a comma, Brad.
Well, whatever. Who cares?
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, our new song is called Now It's Gone, and it comes out
Okay.
With incorrect grammar, I guess. You messed that up. We just realized. Do you want to give them some insight, like maybe some lyric insights on that a little bit?
I wrote the lyrics, can't really remember them off the top of my head. That's his job.
Well, I sang them, so I actually know the lyrics. The chorus of it is every laugh, every cry, every pain from every lie, all the fun that we had at my grandma's house, and all the TV shows, Friday nights gaming out. Brian, do you want to go ahead and kind of describe what all that means to you?
Wow, what a good chunk of words, dude.
Just the chorus.
Every laugh, every cry, pain from every lie. Essentially, I wrote the chorus. You know, you ever just sit around and you just think about, like, when you're, like, a kid or a teenager, and just, like, you ever just have, like, a bunch of memories just kind of flow through your mind for a moment. Maybe when you're just feeling nostalgic or down about where you're at, I guess. It's really, all it means is, it's just reminiscing on everything. Good things, bad things, sad things. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, you know?
Yeah.
So that's really all it is. It's really exactly what it sounds like. Every laugh, every cry, pain from every lie, all the fun that we had. Like, it's really not meant to be looked too far into, because it's a song for everybody, because I know that everybody can relate to that in a sense, you know?
Mm-hmm. Very eloquent.
And that's kind of the overall concept for the song. Is it's written to be relatable, kind of be a little bit specific. Yes, like some of our own. It's about taking your life for granted and then it's flying by too fast and knowing that you're never going to get those times back.
Deep. That's not sarcastic, but honestly deep. You guys are releasing a music video as well?
It is underway. We don't have many details about the release of it, or
Yeah, it's being, so we filmed it, but it's being edited by...
it is in post-production.
Yeah.
That's all we can say.
Yeah, it's been filmed. We're just still working on the editing and some stuff like that, which might take a little bit. We're not sure. We're still waiting on the first draft of it, and then we'll probably tweak it. So it'll honestly probably be a little bit after the song comes out, but we feel that's better. It'll give the audience a chance to vibe with the song in its own essence, and then get to see like a visual for it as well as something else to look at. And it'll be our first music video, so it's kind of the first time we're like throwing ourselves completely out there in front of everybody, opposed to just like a song track or pictures or something. So we're excited about it.
Any hints you can give about the music video?
I mean, really, not really. It's very personal. There's a lot of Blaine's face in it.
There's a lot more drums in it. We got so much footage of you.
Yeah.
We filmed it in our own personal studio practice space. We would always want to go the more like completely cinematic movie route or something, right? We planned to at some point with something, but we felt like within the time frame that we had with this song being released, we really wanted to make sure that they could come out somewhat within the close of each other. We didn't want it to somehow become like 2 months after the song's out for a video to come out. And that's what would have happened if we went with a full entire video plan. So we wanted to do more of almost like a live studio performance music video. So it's more of, you're kind of seeing how a rehearsal for us would go, but it's done up with a nice camera and stuff, and there's movement to it as well. But it's kind of like a sneak into our rehearsal space, but still, planned out and done just to look good.
Sounds really interesting. I can't wait to watch it.
It's something, and it's kind of hard to just describe or give drop hints about because it's really nothing like crazy. And I don't think the song calls for anything crazy. I think that was another big part of why we did it the way we did because we had other ideas.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's always the pick of the litter.
Yeah.
Oh, especially when it comes to something like music videos, because you have anything your mind can think up, and as long as you have the technology to do it, it's just really a time and effort kind of thing, and something that we could have gotten done with the resources that we have, and conveniently made sense with the song.
Yes.
Any input or any influence about the song as a whole?
It's very lit. It's very lit.
Me every day.
Actually, I feel like this is important to mention. So our first two songs that are out, before this we actually were a 5-piece. We had 2 extra members, and they departed not that long ago.
We love them.
No, they didn't die or anything. They just didn't want to be there. The first 2 songs that are out though, Red Jackdaw and Upper Hand, those both were recorded as a 5-piece. Us 2 actual guitarists, and then me as vocals and these guys. So this song Now It's Gone, it's going to be our first time as a 3-piece producing a song. So it's going to be a different sound in a sense, but we personally as a band, we like it more. We think it sounds more us. Like the 3 of us are more tight knit, we feel like. So we're really excited about this song. We feel like it's finally who 40 Open is meant to be. So we're just really happy to share the song with everybody, and I think it's going to be a loved song, hopefully.
I think that is a nice part to end things on. Anything you want to promote, like your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter?
So we have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Our Instagram is, I think it's just 40 and then lowercase open, like for an O. So just 40 open. You find us that way. On Facebook, it's just 40 open. Pretty simple usernames. And then Twitter is like 40_open. And you should pop up. It should be a picture of the 3 of us, and it'd be easy to find. Also, check us out on Spotify. We're on iTunes as well. These are pretty much any music streaming platform that you want to check us out on. We'll be there.
We would like to continue to make music and connect with people and travel and hopefully see you at a live show sometime.
Again, just look us up. And thank you again for inviting us on to the show, being able to talk about, this stuff with you on the podcast.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I liked it a lot. If you guys ever want to ask us back, we'd be more than happy to do it.
Awesome. I think we might. But you guys are actually technically our first guest. We've had a first guest before, but it was just like our roommates. So that doesn't really count.
When have their own conversation.
It's been great, and we appreciate it, right, guys?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like again, I'm glad you guys reached out and wanted to do this with us. And like I told them, I was so stoked to be like, guys, they want to do the podcast with us and stuff. And they're like, what is that? What is this? I'm like, okay,
I love the podcast.
I know. It's just a joke. I think Brian was kind of like, what?
Well, I just didn't expect it.
That's fair.
But I am grateful, and it's been very fun. And thank you for the stories.
Yeah.
I can't watch scary movies or too much, but the stories were just right.
They're not too spooky, so they were nice.
They're a lot lighter than most of our stories.
Yeah.
Perfect. Comedic, if you will.
If you want something creepy, look up Feed the Pig. Have you read that story?
I have not. I will look that up now.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Thank you
Yep.
for joining. We do hope to maybe see you on tour at some point.
Hopefully, we'll definitely try to make it out there as soon as we can.
If we can make it that far in Florida without dying.
We can make it. Everyone can be. Yeah, everyone can make it.
Alright, heard.
Fair enough.
Alright, well, thank you again.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great night.
Have a nice night.
That was 40 Open and our little bonus episode. Thank you so much for listening, and
We hope you enjoyed. Guys, follow us on Instagram at phantom_psychos.
and Twitter at phantom_psychos.
Check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/phantomsandpsychos.
Or you can check out our website, phantomsandpsychos.com, to find our Patreon support link. Thank you so much for listening again, and thanks to 40 Open for joining us on this podcast and being our first guest ever. Woo! Woo!
Go check out their music. I love it, personally.
I think it's really dope, so I think you should definitely check it out.
Who says dope?
Me. Fuck
Okay.
you. Okay.
Well, that's it, guys.
Have a
Bye!
I was trying to say
Nope.
something. Have a spooky, scary time. Bye!